Ah, freaking pop-ups. Stop with the pop-ups already. Holy crap, holy. All right. War Robots. No, CSR2 Racing live. There we go. But bam, I think we are pretty much ready to rock and roll right now. All right, so how's everyone's day going? I hope you're all doing awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, everybody. You guys and gals are amazing. I definitely appreciate it. I see we got Melon, we got William D, we got Clay, we got Stacks. Awesome to see you guys. I got to figure out what we're going to live race today. I really don't know yet. Let me go ahead and start up our crew's wild cards. So we got the 70 running, but bam. There we go. Ooh, that's a nice looking car. What is that? I don't know what that is. Wow, I like it. I don't remember this car, but that thing looks amazing. I have no idea what that is. Is that going to tell me? Oh, the Nulu 27. Okay, the Nulu. I kind of remember that. There's a lot of cars in this game that I don't remember, man. We got like 1,500 cars. It's crazy. All right, we're going to find a live racing car for the day. I'm not sure what we're going to grab for the day, but we're going to grab something. What is that? GTA Spano? No, thank you. All right, I'll go to my favorite garages and stuff. Let's grab a Kin Block car of some sort. You know what? I haven't driven the Huna truck in a long time. Maybe we'll go with the Huna truck. I don't remember if this was a good live racing vehicle or not, but I think we're going to go with this. Let me see how this is currently set up. Something weird's going on here. All right, I got this on a live racing setup of some sort. Why does the sound keep cutting out? When I stop talking, it's like the rest of the sound cuts off. What is causing that to happen? Wow. That's not normal. I'm going to tell you what, this freaking live streaming software sucks. It's always something going on. Always something. All right, that's all turned off. Why is this happening? Oh, man. Let me look at the settings really quick. I'm not really sure why it's doing what it's doing, so yeah. I don't know. You know what? We're just going to roll with it. If it ruins the live stream, I'm sorry, but yeah. Melon says, some say the truck is good. I kind of remember it being decent. Oh, come on now with more pop-ups. Donna, stop sabotaging my game, you turd taco. I'm trying to do something here. All right, it looks like we're in the 11.6 lobby. We are in the 11.6 lobby, everybody. Donna is sabotaging our game. All right, let's go live race this thing. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Every 2 seconds, there's a pop-up. It's awful. Awful, I tell you. Awful. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Why is the audio doing this? I am so confused. All right, there's no people in here. I don't know if anybody else has the new update or not, but these are all bots right now, which is a bummer. Where's all the people? Noah says, yep, I was messing with the Nulu trying to find a decent live set. Did you find one? I don't remember anything about that car. But that thing looks freaking awesome, man. That is a really cool looking car, actually. It's a beautiful car. I hope you found a good live racing setup because, man, that thing looks too awesome to be a sucky car. Stacks, I think we were in the 11.6 lobby, my friend. We should be in the 11.6 lobby. $11.6, guys and gals. We should be in the 11.6. All right, 11.6. Full of bots. Lots of bots. Again, I'm sorry, there seems to be some sort of an audio problem, and I don't know why. That's never happened before. That's the thing, I don't change anything. I don't do anything different. And the streaming software is just always malfunctioning. It's really strange. Let me look at my audio settings again really quick. That's on default. Desktop audio device default. Microphone default. Let me try this. It changed all my settings again. Okay, so that should be that. Desktop audio, that's what I want for my analog 3 and 4. Let's see if that fixed it. I believe that may or may not have fixed it. I'm not sure. Yeah, all my audio settings reset to a default instead of the devices that I asked for it to use. That did not fix it. I'm guessing it's just simply malfunctioning. That's a bummer. I don't know why that's happening. It's so strange. William D says, lots of bots driving turd tacos. And I lost. Oh, was that a real person? I wasn't even paying attention. That is a beautiful car in that blue and black. Look at that thing. That is a beautiful car that just kicked my butt because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing at all. More bots. All right, let's race Donk. Donk. Here we go. Three, two, one, go. Second nitrous. Third gear. Fourth gear. Fifth gear. And I think he's going to get me. Or not. What did that run right there when I did second nitrous? So we ran in the 11.5s, not bad. So that will beat the dyno time by a little bit if needed. Like generally I set a lot of these cars up to run at the dyno, but some of them can run a little faster. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, you know, I was live streaming yesterday on my other channel, and the audio was not cutting off on me, so something is majorly malfunctioning, and I don't know what it is. I'm not a big fan of it, I will say that. Do I have the Venom Revolution? Jay, yes I do. That's a very nice car. You know what? I pinned the 11.6 message and it didn't actually pin it. Why not? All right, I don't know. Maybe YouTube is malfunctioning today. What is going on? Where's the pinned message? Do you guys see it? Because it says the message is pinned. All right, I don't know what's going on, guys. We got major problems today with YouTube. And it looks like we got problems with everything. The streaming software is a problem. YouTube's a problem. Everything's a problem. All right. I just don't know what's going on. Oh, man. I'm going to have to figure out why this is happening. All right. Barley sees it. Awesome, awesome. Well, that's good at least. Maybe they changed where they put it. And I think I do see it at the bottom of the screen now. I think YouTube must have changed how they're doing things because it seems different. All right, there we go. Bam. Perfect. I'm going to try one more thing on the settings here. Let's try analog 5 and 6. All right, is that going to fix anything? Probably not, but we're going to try it. I'm trying to figure out how to get the audio to stop cutting in and out. It's like there's a noise gate turned on somewhere. It's really strange. Something is majorly off. All right, let's see if that does anything. Probably not. This is driving me nuts, guys and gals. This is driving me nuts. There's no reason. It sounds fine for you. So does the music in the game sound work when I stop talking? I wonder, is it my phone? I wonder if my phone is doing this. I actually do remember there was some sort of audio setting on my phone that would do some weird stuff. Maybe it's my phone. Huh. I bet it is. What's up, Black Phantom? How's your day going? Hope you're doing awesome. Yeah, I mean, generally the music's supposed to be kind of quiet on the background, just for a little bit of background noise. All right, let's put that back to default. All right. I don't know if you guys are able to hear the car sounds or not, but I definitely hope so. Jay says system update. Are you saying I need to update my phone? Danny says he doesn't have the phone up high enough to hear the music. Alright, sounds normal for Noah. Yeah, I'm listening to the live stream on my phone. And every time I stop talking, all the background sound, the music, the game audio, it all stops. And as soon as I start talking, it comes back on again. Oh crap. I'm gonna do one thing really quick on my phone. I'm sorry. This is driving me nuts. I need to find out if it's my phone or not. So let me go into settings. Let me find audio. Where is audio? I'm going to turn all the audio effects off. Sounds and vibration. Sound quality and effects. Note they're all turned off. Those are all turned off. Variation intensity, what is that? I don't know what it is. I have no idea. No idea. What's up, Dolphin? How you doing today? I think it's fixed now. That's weird. I went into my phone's sound settings, didn't change anything because they were already turned off. And now it went back to normal. That's really odd. That's extremely odd. Alright, we're good. Weird stuff happens all the time. You know, I got this Samsung phone recently, and it's S24, S25, something like that. Honestly, it is a pain in my butt. There's so many things I don't like about it. What's up, Zork? We got Zork in the house, man. How's your day going? I hope everything is good, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure it's not fun, but I hope all is well for the most part, at least. Oh man. What about Weird Science? I just watched that a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. Weird Science was on. That's a pretty crazy movie. I remember watching that as a kid. Zork says, great. Well, that's good, my man. That is good. Can you change the name of a car? Little baby, what do you mean by change the name of a car? I mean, if you have a Ford Focus, you can't change the name to like a Chevy Mustang. Why did I just say Chevy Mustang? That doesn't even make any sense. No, I mean car names are car names, right? If it's a Ford Mustang, it's a Ford Mustang. If it's a BMW M4, it's a BMW M4. I don't know what you mean by change car names, but no, I don't think so. Unless I'm not understanding what you're asking about. Modifying the car name. No, you can't change the car names. Hey, we got Casper. What's up, man? Zork says, from time to time, we need to run to the security room. That would be scary, honestly. That's good that you have something like that, honestly. That's good that you're able to get a security room. Little Baby says, Spider Taz named his car in Forza Horizon with my name, Little Baby. I wonder why you would, that's kind of weird that you can name a car. I've never really played the Forza games, but that's odd to me. They can name a car or change the name of a car. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I mean, in real life, some people do like to name their cars, so I guess it's got something to do with that, huh? Nathaniel, what are you hearing on your phone? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Are you hearing the sound cutting in and out? Because all of a sudden I'm hearing that again. It wasn't doing it a minute ago, and now it's doing it. So I don't know what the deal is. It's really weird. Oh, why did it show a zombie when you subscribed? That's the little, that's the streaming software. Plays little animations when people subscribe or people donate or something. It always plays a little animation of some sort. Alright, Black Phantom says, the game's bugged out today. Keep getting frozen in live. I'll tell you what, man. One of the weirdest things about this game is different people have different problems. You never know what issue you're going to have or not have on this game. It's really strange if you think about it. Little Baby says, imagine if you named a car with Danny Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. It's a great speed of lightning. Thunder Lightning. I don't know. I would probably be too lazy to rename cars, honestly. I would name them all Lucille. I think that was B.B. King's guitar was named Lucille. Somebody had a guitar named Lucille. I don't know if it was B.B. King or Chuck Berry, but somebody named their guitar Lucille. I think. I don't remember. Alright, you finished Legends Never Die, but you can't get the Ford event. I don't know. What Ford event are you trying to get? Like the Ford Performance events? I mean, those should kind of just show up on their own. That's really weird. You might want to contact game support. Oh, in Walking Dead, somebody had a bat named Lucille. I watched the first couple seasons of that show, but I kind of... After a while, it just kind of seemed like kind of just felt like the same episode over and over and over. It just got really repetitive, I thought. Eventually, I stopped watching it, but I think I watched like the first 3 seasons, and then I got bored with it. BB King, I thought so. I mean, if you guys are having problems with the cars, like if your cars aren't running well or you're not getting events when you should be, I mean, if you're having any type of major glitches, unfortunately, that's one of those things where you almost have to contact game support. Like, normally when there's big problems, you can't really fix them yourself, which sucks. William D says they don't fix it. For some people, they do. I've talked to a few people recently who said game support actually helped them and fixed their issues. So, I don't know. You're either lucky or unlucky, I guess. Ooh, we got Dave in the orange Diablo. Look at that thing. Diablo GT. Here we go. I wish they would redo the lighting on this map. It does not look good. The lighting on this map does not look great. Let's see if they give us more than one race here. Alright, his car is going to get me. I'm going to slow down. You know what, Noah? I actually have a car with a livery that's stuck on it as well. I don't remember which one it was, but I was trying to remove a livery from one of my cars and I couldn't. I kind of figured that was just a me problem, but I guess I'm not the only one that's having that issue. That's something we probably should report to game support. Stacks also says game support is useless. Alright, is there any way to level up in this game fast? The truth is, not really. Not really. Crap. Dave, I'm sorry. I waited too long. Let me see if I can grab you again. There we go. That was my fault. Alright, William D has been waiting for over 6 months and they still haven't... Oh boy, that's not good. They still haven't returned his purchases that disappeared. That's awful, man. I would be like emailing them at least once a week. Hey, where's my stuff? Hey, where's my stuff? You know? That's terrible that it's been that long. But as far as leveling up quickly, I mean, bottom line is you just got to play the game. You got to get on the game and you got to race. Get on the game and run as many races every day as possible, and you will slowly level up. There's really no fast way to do it. Just get on there and play. Lots of live racing, lots of showdowns, run through all the little daily races. And eventually, you'll level up. So the more you play, the faster you level up, but it's not really a fast process, in my opinion. It takes a while. But I mean, if you're a brand new player and you're trying to get to like rank 30, oh come on. If you're a brand new player and you're trying to get to like rank 30 quickly or something to unlock everything, you should be able to do that pretty quickly. I mean, if you put enough time into the game, you can level up to the like the basic bare bones rank, I would call it, to unlock all the stuff pretty fast. Dolphin, yeah, my app did update. Sometime earlier this week, my app did update. Oh wow. Noah said when he was capping, he would rank up several times per day. Honestly, I don't remember how quickly I would rank up as a new player, but it didn't seem, back when I was playing like 4 or 5 hours a day, which I'm pretty sure, I don't really remember. I think I was playing 3 to 5 hours per day back when I first started this game. I was ranking up a lot faster than I am now. Oh yeah, capping is definitely a lot of work. I mean, I can live race for 2 hours and still not cap, so. It's hard to cap. I'm going to run some really nice slow races here. Alright, you're at level 15 and you've only been playing for 2 hours? Not bad. Honestly, the goal is to hit level 30, and then you should be able to unlock all the stuff at rank 30. I think it's 30, if I remember correctly. At that point, you should unlock like pretty much all of the stuff. Sounds like you're making some pretty good progress. Welcome to the game. When? What do you mean? Sorry, no matter what, my sinuses are always terrible. What do you mean by when does the race pass release? Do you not have any race passes yet? Is that what you're asking? Like when you're going to get a race pass? I mean, new players get something called a rookie pass, and after you finish 2 of those, they give you the regular race pass. But I'm not really sure what you mean by when does it release. Jay says collections are at rank 60. Maybe 60 is the rank. It's either, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's rank 60 where you've unlocked everything. But either way, most people can get there in a few days or a week or 2, depending on how much they play. Hey Hector, I'm doing alright. How about yourself? Farley said it's a 6th playthrough. So this is like the 6th time you've made a new account on this game? That's interesting. Alright, there's... You know what, I'm going to try something with my phone. Let me unplug that and plug that back in. Alright, here we go. Note that didn't fix it. Very strange. Actually. Bam. I do like this truck. This truck is really cool. I would drive one of these in real life if I had it. I don't know about you guys, but I would be all about it. All right. I'll tell you what, collections, I thought collections was going to be this awesome thing, but I mean, you got to have like so many purple star cars maxed out to complete so many of those tasks. It's just another thing to like get you to try and buy paid crates. That's how I see collections. I don't see it as a bad thing, but I don't see it as a good thing either. I mean, there's a few really nice cars in collections you can get really easily, but after that, it's just like, it would cost a fortune to do all the collections tasks. That's the issue with it. Like, I like and I dislike collections at the same time. I mean, you can grab like the CC850, the Jack Roush Mustang, and a couple of other cars out of there almost right away with very little work. But at the same time, you're not going to be able to do most of it without spending a freaking fortune. Zork, thank you for stopping by. Catch you later. I hope everything is awesome, my man, and we will catch y'all a little later. All right. What is the cars and collections? There's a lot of them. There are probably... What do you think? There's probably well over 100 different cars and collections, I would guess. I mean, not all of them are good, but some of them are. Some of them are great. Some of them are terrible. But there's a lot of cars in there. I mean, the majority of them probably aren't worth a crap, to tell you the truth. But there's a handful of them in there that are great. Alright. I actually made a video, Melon made a list of all the best cars and collections, so we did go over that in a video. So if you're wondering what cars are actually worth getting, I don't know, go to YouTube and do like a search for best collections cars or something like that. My video will probably pop right up. But, you know, there's a handful of them that are worth getting and a bunch of them that are just decent or so-so cars. What's up, T-Dog? How are you doing today? Tim, how you doing? Thanks for coming out, everybody. Little Baby says lost. Are you lost? Head north. You'll eventually get somewhere. Just head north. That's your best bet. Alright, Melon says the Miami Vice Testarossa is a dangerous car in the 11.2 to 11 lobby. Alright, so Melon must have found a really good setup for that car. Melon, did you get that car? Alright, here we go. Alright, so 30 times 6 is what? Is that 360 cars in there? I mean, I have no idea. There's a lot. I do know there's a lot. It would take like 20 minutes to go through every one of those collections things and show all the cars. It would be a long, boring video, actually. Everybody would be like, no, thank you. I don't want to watch that. Everybody would leave the live stream if I went into collections and just started looking at collections cars. Everybody would get bored and leave. Oh, man. What's up, Darth? Awesome to see ya. I hope all is going well. It would probably be like super boring. Little baby says, smash the car before it overtakes you. Are you saying we should crash into the other players? I'm not 100% sure. Alright, 30 times 6 is 180. I cannot do math worth a crap, so yeah. I am bad. I am very bad at math. Like super duper 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 bad. William D says the game pushed me to a slower library. Yeah, there's a very good chance it may have pushed me. Alright, William D said if you head north long enough, you'll end up going south. I don't know if that's true because you would probably have to cross a very large body of water, which you probably wouldn't be able to do very easily without some sort of like high-end boat. I wonder if there's anywhere on Earth where if you walk north, you'll eventually switch to south. I wonder, that's an interesting thought. It's a weird but interesting thought. Stacks, thanks, my man. I appreciate the bets here. But yeah, you know, I guess if you went far enough around the world, you would definitely end up eventually changing directions. It's kind of strange. Oh yeah, Black Phantom, good point. If you're on like the North Pole or probably the South Pole, that's where that would happen. Yep, I should have thought of that. So I would imagine the North and South Pole would be the two spots. Now I feel like a dummy for not realizing that. I should have realized that, guys and gals, but I didn't. All right. Danny says 3 right turns make a left turn. Are you sure? I think that just makes a 180. Wait, no. That makes a 90-degree. I don't know what it makes. I don't know what's happening. All right. Now, there's a lot of people out there that think the Earth is flat. There's a whole lot of people out there that think the Earth is flat. I actually know somebody that thinks the Earth is flat. I mean, I'm pretty sure if it was flat, there would be videos of people standing on the edge of the Earth filming it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we would have visual proof that would be able to see if the Earth actually was flat. So the thing is, nobody's ever found the edge of the Earth. So if the Earth were flat, don't you think somebody would have been to the edge or found the edge of it? That's what I would think. Black Phantom says, those people are idiots. I really don't understand, like, this one guy. I don't know if this was just a publicity stunt or he really thought this was going to prove something. But what did he do? He, like, shot himself out of a cannon or something. I don't know what he was doing. I think he got hurt really bad, but I think he shot himself out of a cannon with a camera, and he thought he was going to go way up and like film the Earth thing. I don't remember the exact story, but I guess he did it twice, and both times he almost died or something. I don't know. I wish I remember the details because it was one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. I'm hoping that story was fake and didn't really happen, but I would not be surprised if somebody actually did that. Don't quote me on this. I don't know if that's a bullcrap story or a real story, but supposedly somebody did that. Stacks, thanks, buddy. Timothy said the lobby changed. That sucks when that happens. Alright, Casper says the Earth is flat and the moon is made out of cheese. I don't know about you, but if the moon was made out of cheese, I think people would go up there and eat it. There's a lot of stuff that I've heard about that I don't necessarily believe actually happened, though. I hear a lot of crazy stories that make me wonder, like, that can't be true, can it? Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Awesome to see ya. Mac Dizzle, hey, how you doing today? He says, I want that truck. I'm not sure when they're going to have more kin block events, but there's a possibility that this could become available. Oh, I'm out of gas. There's a possibility that the truck may become available again at some point, but if so, I don't know when that's going to happen. Alright, whoever I was just racing, I'm sorry, we disconnected. Alright, hold on. We got a question about Noro's Tuner 1992 Honda NSX. Alright, so here's the deal. If you got enough parts on almost any Tier 5 car, it will easily beat all the bosses. Tier 5 boss cars are... Hold on a second. Winning the boss cars is really easy with almost any Tier 5 car. The trick is you just need to make sure you have enough parts on it. What does Harkness run, guys? It's like a 9.0 or a 12.0. I can't remember the exact time offhand. But it's not that fast. It's like a 9 or a 12. I would have to find something and look it up, but I think there's only like maybe 5 Tier 5 cars in the game, or 6 or something that are too slow to beat the bosses. Like a couple of the boss cars you win are super duper slow and they're no good for anything. But yeah, I mean, if you got any of the Elite Tuners cars, will beat the Tier 5 bosses easily with enough parts. Mac Dizzle says, I'm getting better at live racing thanks to you. That's awesome, my man. All you really need to do is find one good live racing car, get it set up well. I mean, whatever live racing setups I show you guys, those are just basic setups, right? I find a basic quick setup, show you guys. I mean, you can always sit there and tweak those. Like Melon never stops tweaking his live racing cars, and you know, he keeps improving the setups on those things. So once you really get the hang of setting up a car for live racing, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it. But some cars are definitely better than others as well. For example, if you got something like the Venom F5 Roadster, you should be able to set that up to just obliterate everybody and everything if you know what you're doing. Or you can set up on a basic setup that'll do just crazy well. I mean, you can make that car do extremely well or like super duper ultra crazy. If that makes sense. All right, Casper. Oh, wait, you're still here. I was going to say I thought we swapped lobbies, but... All right, there's Dolphin again. Dolphin Master. Are you like Aquaman? That's all I want to know. Do you control dolphins with mental telepathy? If so, that would be a great talent to have. Yeah, Casper, thanks, my friend. All right, Tim is racing bots. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with racing bots. There's quite a few reasons that are good for racing bots, actually. All right. I keep hearing weird sounds in my house. I don't know what it is. Yeah, the Sesto Elemento. I can't remember offhand what it runs, but I know it's not super fast. Melon said it's good to keep your advantage time down. All right, so Melon says the 1992 NSX-R is not a good car. I don't really remember it being a bad car. Why do you not like that one, Melon? What was wrong with it? I really don't remember. A lot of these cars, I get them, I level them up, I use them for a few times, and then I got too many cars. When you have like 800 cars, you can't use them all, you know? I tend to just kind of stick with my favorites. But I don't remember that being a bad car at all. Melon says because it's crap. Alright, Crystal thinks it's Ghost. There's a Goose. It might be a Goose. I hope it's not a Goose. You know what? I've found out why the audio is cutting in and out. If I turn the volume on my phone down too low, I don't know why it's doing this, but if I turn the volume on my phone down low, it cuts in and out. Then if I turn it up a couple of notches, that stops happening. That's really weird. It's just another one of those dumb things that this phone does that I don't like, I guess. I thought it was like this whole time, I thought it was going to be the streaming software, but it's just the stupid phone. That's crazy, in my opinion. To me, it's crazy. I don't know about to you guys, but I find it to be crazy. Dolphin says, I messed up my current tune to find you. So I'm guessing you had a good tune on something and then you changed it. Ascended, what's up, my man? It's always good to take some screenshots. Like if you got a really pristine tune on something, it might be good to take some screenshots before you change it. That way you can always change it back. Ricardo, I do believe that the white and the red, the Testarossas are both slightly different. They're not the exact same car, I don't believe. Alright, Tim's having a lot of issues. This game's always got a bunch of issues, that's for sure. I couldn't really tell you what the differences are, but they're pretty, I mean, they're kind of similar, but kind of different at the same time. I mean, which one's actually better? I don't know. I mean, they both got some advantages and disadvantages. They both can be set up to live race with the right parts. I mean, I think they're both overall nice cars. If I remember correctly, the red one was a little bit harder to set up for live racing. I think the white one was easier to set up for live racing. Just going by memory, I could be wrong. But I think the red one was a little more complicated to set up. At least that's what I remember. I don't have the world's greatest memory. I will say that my memory is a little bit off sometimes, but oh man. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Bam. 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 I forget whose turn it is to win, so I'll just go really slow. It's hard for me to keep track. Some people are good at that type of thing, but for me, it's really hard to keep track of whose win it is and whose lose it is. I'm not good at that type of thing. That's a lot of multitasking. I'm not a very good multitasker. Cardo, how's your day going, man? I hope you're doing good. I hope everybody's doing good today. Lots of multitasking. I'm probably not very good at most things. I'm terrible at everything. Tim says, my memory's great for like 1/9 of a second. Black Phantom, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for coming by the live stream. I definitely appreciate it. And thanks for being a channel member. I hope your day is awesome. And we will catch you later. All right. Morgan says, I'm still leveling up before I join anyone. What are you trying to level up? All right, I actually need to pee, so we're going to have to take a quick break here in a second. My bladder's yelling at me. I found out it's definitely the coffee that makes me pee like crazy. Like when I was sick, I wasn't drinking very much coffee. And I wasn't peeing like crazy. Then I started upping my coffee again recently, and I notice every morning now I'm running to pee like 20 times. So anyways, I will be right back. I shall return, guys and gals. But yeah, it's the coffee. it makes you pee like a racehorse. It's like it's all running through that one thing. I wonder if I set loop back as default. Actually, I've got that mixer open. Microphone 2. I think I see what's going on. All right, I'm back. I think I see. All right, so the audio is still doing something weird. I think I know why. I'm going to have to mess with this later, but it looks like the computer has reset my audio to the same channel as my microphone. And I'm pretty sure the noise suppression is causing this to cut on and off. There's one way to know for sure. Let me kill the noise suppression. Or is it because... Hold on. One minute, everybody. I'm going to Oh, come on now, YouTube. Stop that. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Come on, YouTube. There we go. Yeah, if I stop talking, that's so weird. Something's definitely weird. I don't know. Super strange. Let me try this. Let me go to filters. Let me turn off the noise suppression. Alright, now I'm going to stop talking for a second and see if the audio cuts out. Why is that like that? Yeah, that's really strange. Really strange. Huh. I love and hate live streaming. It's always something. It's like there's a noise gate or something on. Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. Oh man, that's one more mess I gotta figure out now. Very strange. Are you guys hearing that as well? Or is it just me? I don't know if it's my phone or the streaming software, but... something really funny is happening. Something really weird's happening. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me completely nuts. Casper says Donna's messing with Danny. More than likely, it very well could be Donna. Speedy says everything sounds fine. It's got to be something with the phone then, if that's the case. How many races have I played? Do you mean today or like the entire time I've been playing this game? I mean, thousands. Maybe millions. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. Lots. Lots and lots and lots. And lots more after that. I mean, I've been playing for 9 years, so lots of races. Speedy says everything sounds fine. It must be something with my phone then. What's up, Chris? How you doing today? Alright, so bottom line is, Chris, the 1-star version of the Mustang is slightly better. Not the Mustang. The 1-star version of the Volkswagen runs about 1/10 of a second faster than the no-star version. Now, the Boss Mustang is a really weird car. I think there's 3 different versions of that car, and they all run different times, and I'm really not sure which one the fastest is. The one you get from free, there's one you get from free, there's one you buy out of the dealership, and one you pull out of crates. And my understanding is all 3 of them run different times when maxed out. Which one is the better version of the Boss 302 Mustang? I actually don't know. I really don't know. That's a weird car. That's a really weird car with some weird stuff going on for it. Now, if you're trying to beat the Tier 1 Tempest boss, let's just say you got the GTI with no stars. It barely runs faster than the boss, so you have pretty much no room for error. Now, if you have the 1-star version of the Golf, and you're trying to beat the last boss with it, it runs 1/10 of a second faster, so you've got a little bit more room for error. But honestly, you are going to eventually you're going to outgrow that little Volkswagen. You're not going to drive it anymore. So, I mean, personally, if you're trying to beat the boss with it, I would just go ahead and upgrade the 1-star version just because it's going to be a lot easier. If you're just using it for general everyday stuff, I mean, there's really, I don't know, really no reason to upgrade it. Now, the Boss Mustang, if you put enough parts into that, that's a much better car, but it takes that car a lot longer to get where you want it to be going. Stacks, good swaps, my man. But you got to get the elite tokens and put the elite tokens into that Mustang to really get that car going. It is a better car over the Volkswagen, but it's harder to get it going. The Volkswagen's a lot easier just to put some parts in and max out. So my advice, though, my overall advice is might as well max out the... you might as well max out both. Thing is, you're going to need, once you get to the Legends races, you're going to need that little 1-star Mustang. I don't know which is the better version. Aw, crap, sandwiches. I pressed an add button. Sorry about that, guys. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. That looks boring. It looks like Raid Shadow Legends, but Star Wars. Now that PC Star Wars game is pretty sweet. I forget what it's called, but that thing is awesome. I don't play it myself, but I have some friends that do. That's a really cool game. Alright, Granddad, T-Dog, sorry buddy, but the ad messed us up. Melon says 3 cars in Tier 1, the Golf GTI, the Boss Mustang, and the Fiat Abarth 500. Yeah, those 3 are really good little cars overall. A lot of people kind of look at the little Abarth 500 and they think this thing is junk just because of the way it looks. That's not a bad little car, to tell you the truth. Not a bad little car at all. You're still trying to get this game on your PC. There's no PC version of this game. So if you're an Android player, you would need to download something like BlueStacks in order to get this game on your PC. You need an Android emulator. Trojan Man says, hashtag sponsor stream. No, I clicked on an advertisement. Like if you watch advertisements to get gas, that's kind of what that was. All right, here we go. Let's go do it to it. I'm not paying attention here. I'm going to run really nice and slow. I'm going to give you that win here because I don't know if I won the last one or lost the last one, but here's a nice slow run. Slow ride. Take it easy. Slow ride. Melon says, what amplifier do you use? What do you mean by amplifier, Melon? Like, for what? Are you talking about, like, my home stereo, my guitar amplifier? I don't know what you mean by amplifier exactly. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Melon. Alright, so LD player versus BlueStacks. I don't remember why I switched over to BlueStacks, but I used to run LD player for years. There was some sort of reason I decided to try BlueStacks, and I've been sticking with BlueStacks ever since. Both of them, you know, both of them have some pluses and minuses. Both of them have some issues here and there. But which one's actually better? I think it's really going to be personal preference. Mic preamp. So if you're talking about my microphone, I'm currently using a Audient ID24 audio interface. I think those, without spending a fortune, I think those are the best sounding, fullest, most detailed preamps. I mean, live streaming definitely has a different sound compared to, you know, when you live stream, it always sounds different compared to when I record a regular video. So I don't know why. I think YouTube live streams process your audio differently than regular videos do, but I could have the same exact setup on a live stream or a regular video and they both sound different. But if you're looking for a really good mic preamp, I mean, I guess it really depends on what you're doing with it. If you want the world's cleanest preamp, you would look for a Grace Audio. It's either an M101 or M102. I can't remember. I mean, if you want a preamp that adds a bunch of color, there's a lot of really awesome colorful preamps out there. But if you're looking for super clean, the Audient ID14, the ID20, or the ID24 have really amazing clean preamps. If you want something that, if you just want an audio interface with a preamp that colors the sound a little bit, maybe one of the UA Volt interfaces. I think those color the sound slightly. Heritage Audio, I think it is, makes a really interesting 72 preamp that's supposed to sound like a Neve, but I mean, there's so many microphone amps and preamps and interfaces out there. It's crazy. Hey, Yaden, how you doing today? But it really depends on what sound you're after. Now, personally, I like a clean preamp. I don't like... For recording a voice... I really like a clean preamp. I don't like a colored preamp for voiceovers. I mean, for recording music, I would love colored preamps, but... What mic do I use? Alright, so I've got an audio and tech and review channel, so I've got a lot of microphones. Like, I've been sent so many microphones for free. I've bought a couple of microphones. I've got loads of them at the house. And sometimes I do switch my microphones around. So, my favorite microphone is probably my Lauten LS208. That is like that's what I'm using right now for the live stream. In my opinion, that's like the best all-around microphone a person can get. For your average person, that's the hands down world's best microphone. I mean, you can use that for anything, whether it's just you know, doing a podcast, professional voice acting, recording music. It's just an all-around amazing microphone for pretty much anything you throw at it. I mean, there are better microphones out there, but you're going to spend way more. The LS2A is the best bang for the buck. Now, if you want a more traditional condenser microphone, for $350 you can pick up a SE Electronics SE4100. That thing sounds finished. You don't really, it just sounds like it's ready to go. Like you do your recording, you don't really need to do a lot of processing to the audio. That thing just sounds like finished and ready to rock. That's probably the best bang for the buck if you want something that's a little more affordable. But now when it comes to like higher end microphones, the Lauten Clarion is awesome. The TLM 103 is awesome. The Sennheiser MKH416 is awesome. Those are probably some of my favorite microphones. But those are a little bit more pricey. Now, if you want dirt cheap, if you're just looking to buy a super cheap microphone for like $50, the Fine AM8 is like the god tier of ultra cheap microphones. I mean, it's not a pro quality microphone, but it sounds extremely good for something that's like $50. But my overall favorite microphones are my Lauten mics. I love the Lautens. Lauten Audio makes some amazing microphones, and I mean, they're not inexpensive, but in the world of microphones, when you're looking at like a $4,000 price tag on a U87, that makes these microphones look dirt cheap, you know. I don't know who would go out and spend $4,000 on a Neumann U87 when you can get microphones that sound just as good for way less. I mean, U87s are crazy priced. I get it for like a recording studio, like a professional recording studio, but anybody who buys a U87 for their home recordings, I think they're crazy. I mean, I can see someone spending like, you know, $500 to $1,200 on a microphone, but I cannot see anybody spending $4,000 for a microphone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Some people do it though. I mean, I know several professional voice actors who have purchased U87s, and the funny thing is, some of them, that's not the main microphone that they use for everything. Like my buddy Mark, he's a professional voice actor. I mean, this guy is on every TV commercial you've ever heard. All right, I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but you know, he does Honda commercials, Kia commercials, you name it. This man gets gigs. Professional voice actor for commercial work. And you know, he's got one of those U87s that are like $4,000, and it's not his most used microphone. He uses a lot less expensive microphones most of the time, which is interesting. But I don't know. Most DJs use a basic kick drum mic. What do you mean by kick drum mic? Three, two, one, go. But yeah, I don't know why, but I don't think the live streams sound as good. Like the audio on the live streams never sound quite as good. Crystal, yeah, the Solus is actually a great car. I like that a lot, to tell you the truth. I haven't been paying attention to anything that's been going on the last couple of minutes, so I've just been running. I've been racing on autopilot here. I don't know if I've been winning or losing or what, so I'm just gonna do a really slow run here. Oh, The best between LD Player and BlueStacks to save storage. I mean, honestly, I don't think either one's going to take up that much more storage than the next. I mean, downloading the games, like if you download CSR2 Racing and it's several gigabytes, I mean, it's going to take up the same amount of space on either one. So I'm not really sure what you're getting at exactly by saving storage. Are you asking if BlueStacks or LD Player is like a smaller program? That I'm not 100% sure on. But if I could only use one right now, I would go with the BlueStacks. Now, a year ago or 2 years ago, I would have told you stick with LD Player. But I find right now BlueStacks is running all of the games I play really well. Actually, a little bit better than LD Player. But there is also the debate that whether you have an Intel or an AMD processor, one may run better than the other according to your processor brand as well. So I think there's really a lot of variables. Unfortunately, you almost have to try both of them. You almost have to try both of them and find out which one you like better, which one runs the games better on your PC. But for me right now, I think BlueStacks is overall doing the better job. Alright, Crystal wants the McMurdy Sperling Goodwood. I mean, that's a really cool car. It's a little bit weird. It's kind of hard to drive, but it is an amazing car. That's one of my favorite cars in the game. I played it the other day on one of my live streams, and I do notice I had to really pay attention to my launch if I wanted to run that car well. Alright, so Melon says, what do we tune for next week? What's a free-to-play car that you guys would like to see a tune for? Darn sinuses. Darn sinuses, I tell you. Melon says, the Solus is in the top 5 cars in the game. It's an awesome car, that's for sure. I like that car. I'm a big fan of that one. Casper says, I can't always afford the race pass, so I must have skipped that one. You know, you don't have to buy all the race passes. If you can afford it, it's a good value for the money, but I don't buy them half of the time. I mean, I probably should buy them more often because those universal parts you get sure are nice. That's the best part about the paid one is the universal parts. All right, I'm just I don't know why I keep losing. I don't know what I'm doing. Mac Dizzle used to work in a recording studio. Nice. I used to have a friend who owned a recording studio. It was definitely a cool experience getting to go there and hang out and do stuff in the studio. But back in the day, I always played in bands and recorded music and stuff like that. Then once I got into doing YouTube, then I started getting more into like voiceover stuff and voice acting stuff like that, but I don't really do too much with music anymore. How do you report? Alright, so in order to record gameplay videos, I use something called OBS Studio. It's a free screen recorder that most gamers use to either stream or live stream. Or you can always get Streamlabs desktop. They both do the same thing. OBS is probably a little more simple and straightforward. Streamlabs is a little bit more like a little bit more of a pain in the butt, but it's definitely got more stuff you can do with it. I'm not sure if you can screen record directly off of BlueStacks or LD Player or not. I've never tried for it. I don't really use any of the settings. Like, I never look through the settings. There's all these things on there, and I don't know what any of them do because I have no need for them. So, do they have a built-in screen recorder? I'm not sure. I really don't know. You could probably look that up on YouTube and find out, but OBS Studio, in my opinion, that's the best thing you can get for recording game footage on a PC. I think there's a couple of different things. Like, I think if you've got a Windows PC, I think there's a built-in screen recorder now. I think the NVIDIA software has a built-in screen. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but I think the absolute best is OBS Studio for recording your screen. All right. I need to start paying attention to my racing. Usually, like, around this time, the last like 30 minutes of the stream, I just start getting really distracted from the racing. I don't know why. Trying to talk and read the comments and race all at the same time, it's kind of hard to pay attention to all of it. It's very hard to pay attention to all of it. It's a lot going on, to tell you the truth. I've actually started making a YouTube Shorts playlist on my audio and tech channel of just like little 1 to 2 minute recordings of each microphone that I have. I mean, the majority of the microphones I got for free were like budget brand microphones like Fine and Miano and stuff like that. So I've only got a handful of nicer microphones, and I've got a load of budget microphones. But the little Shorts playlist is kind of cool because you can kind of scroll up and down and like quickly hear several different microphones and kind of compare them to each other, which is neat. I really enjoy doing the audio and tech channel. I wish I had more time to record videos on that channel. Danny says, I'm pretty sure people below 30 bucks a month on garbage they don't need, but 30 bucks a month for a race pass actually seems worth it. I don't know. I mean, you can buy the race pass for 10 bucks. I don't think I would really buy the $30 version. Most of the time there's not too good cars in the paid tier, so I look at it this way. If you buy the $10 version of the race pass, that is dirt cheap. Crystal, what about the ACR Extreme? If you're asking if that's a good car, not really. Not very good. Oh, Melon, are you trying to do a stage 5 only again? The only issue with some of these cars, like, not everybody can always get the stage 6 parts needed to make them good. Some cars, some of those live racing cars 100% have to have stage 6 parts, some don't. But it sucks when you get a car that's really good for live racing and you realize, oh crap, I don't have the good stage 6 parts for this car. And then you're like, man, that sucks. For example, I've got several cars that would be amazing live racers if I had stage 6 parts for them, but I don't, so. Like my Venom F5 Roadster, I think, if I remember correctly, I don't have the stage 6 parts required to make that thing a super beast. I think it's still pretty good without the stage 6 parts, but I know if you get a couple of stage 6 parts for that, it just dominates. Stack says, Melon, give us some choices because you are the expert tuner. Melon, how about this? You pick the car. Pick a car that you think a lot of us are going to have and give us a tune for it. Because more than likely, I mean, there's so many cars in the game, more than likely everybody's going to give you some sort of different answer. So it might be easier if you just pick a car and you share a tune with us. That might be the best way to do it. Oh man, my stomach is a grumbling. All right. Hey Joanne, how you doing today? All right, we found Wish You the Worst. All right, let's go do it. Let's go do it to it. Alrighty, so watch ads later, no thank you. Yeah, the Blackwing is definitely an awesome car. I mean, that car will eat people if you know what you're doing with it. Dolphin, what do you mean by my actual top time? Top time for what? I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly by top time. That's a little bit of a vague question, so I don't know what you mean. Are you asking like what's the fastest time I've ever ran on any car, or I don't really know. Joanne, I'm doing all right, my friend. All right, the Cadillac CTSV Blackwing is what they're talking about, Johan. Can I beat Dino? Yeah, by a little bit. I haven't tried to find the absolute best shift pattern for this to beat Dino. I mean, this car will beat the Dino time if I push it, but generally I try not to. Gosh darn it. Like if I do that, I think it will beat the Dino by a little bit. Let's see what she runs here. We're going to run full on out there. What did that run? Yeah, 11.5. So this currently, with this particular setup, does beat the Dino by roughly 1/10 of a second. Now, there might be a different way to set it up or tune it or whatever, but I mean, generally when live racing, it's not a good thing to be constantly beating your dyno. So this one is just on a pretty basic but good live racing setup. Nothing too crazy. Now, if I played around with the shift pattern, I might find a something that does make it beat the dyno by more, but I haven't really messed with it too much. Normally, I just 3, 2, 1, go. Normally, I just do something like that. It runs almost exactly at the dyno, which makes life easier, actually. So for live racing, I'm normally not trying to make the cars as fast as possible. I'm just trying to set them up so they run around the dyno time. Even that ran a little bit. Let's see what happens if we run all out on a very basic shift pattern. Casper, yeah, the Evja is pretty decent. I don't know if it's one of the better cars in the game, but I think it was a pretty decent car. My memory is a little bit cloudy on that one, but I think some people really liked it, some people didn't. All right, let's see what this does if I do a very basic standard shift pattern. 3, 2, 1, let go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth. Let's see if that runs faster or slower than the other shift pattern. Alright, that was a little slower, so. If I get the kickback, let's try this. Let's try the kickback and no early shift on the next one. This will be a kickback with no early shift. Let's see what that does. 3, 2, 1, go. Nitrous. I did hit nitrous on first gear. Let's see what that runs. Oh, it got me. All right, that ran in the 11.5s. Melon says the Lotus Elvia is good. All right, now that ran in the 11.6s. So we'll try one more shift pattern. We'll get the kickback, second, third nitrous, and see what that does. I mean, you can play around with shift patterns for hours. You could play around with any of these cars for hours, to tell you the truth. Second, third nitrous. What does that do? I don't think that ran as well there. Yeah, that was slower. So kickback, second nitrous seems to be the fastest. I'm too lazy to keep messing with it though. Three, 2, 1, go. Oh man, Joanne says Donna sucks 90% of the time. Good old Donna. She is often awful, that's for sure. Hey Sean Cooper, how you doing today? Awesome to see ya. If I missed anybody's comments, I'm sorry. Sometimes I do miss a couple of comments here and there. All right, we did something a little bit weird and different this time. Hey, wasn't it my turn to win? I guess not. That ran terribly. All right, I didn't like that. Slade, yes, I'm playing on my PC, but you would need to download an Android emulator like BlueStacks in order to play this on your PC. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Or how you doing today? Yeah, we got about 10 more minutes on the stream, but it's still good to see you. Alright, this game is always locked at 30 frames per second. Like, it doesn't matter what you're playing on, this game was developed to run at 30 frames per second. So you're not going to get better than that, no matter what. But generally, I have BlueStacks and I have LD Player. Right now, I'm playing on BlueStacks. I will say this, though. I don't know why, but if you set either one to high frame rate mode, even though it doesn't run higher than 30 frames per second, it runs smoother when you set BlueStacks or LD Player to the 120 frames per second mode. So it won't run that. It won't run that, but it'll run smoother, if that makes sense. It's really odd. It does something. I don't know what it does. Let me see something. I know there's a way you can turn on the... I know there's a way you can turn on the frames per second on the screen. I don't know if you can do that on BlueStacks or just LD Player, but I know there's a way to do it on one of them. I don't see it on there. Maybe that was LD Player that had that. Yeah, that seems like the fastest way to drive this truck. Kickback, second in Nitro as soon as you launch. That usually runs in the 11.5s. Everything else seems to run in the 11.6s. All right. Stack says, I got a car in your lobby I think you might like. Is it a racing tractor? 3, 2, 1, go. Today's what, Sunday? Yeah, today's Sunday. Alright, let's see what Stacks has. Wish you the worst got me again. Melon says, what do you think of the new LVN? I mean, Crystal says, Melon, what do you think of the new LVN? I already know what he's going to say. At least I'm pretty sure I know what he's going to say. He says one word. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, I don't remember how to find the FPS counter on BlueStacks. I know it's there somewhere. I think it's there somewhere. It would be nice if you could get this game to run at 60 frames per second, but I'm pretty sure it's locked at 30 no matter what you do. Or I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain too much, I guess. I can't say my health is good, honestly, but it could be worse, I suppose. Having the autoimmune issues messes everything up, but, you know, what can you do, I guess? I try to look at it that way. It could probably be a lot worse. All right. Three, two, one, go. Bam. I forget whose turn it is to win. I'm going to go ahead and go slow here. I'm telling you, the last half an hour of the stream, I have a really hard time paying attention to the racing. Don't know why, but it's like that every week. This week, it's probably worse than normal. All right, good swaps. Wait, Stacks. What happened to this car out? Stacks, you're gone, man. He's not even here anymore. Oh, man. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam. Bam, bam, bam. I guess it's out of here. He got kicked or pushed or moved or quit. I don't know. All right, 3, 2, 1, badingle. Badingle. What kind? Oh my God. Badingle. What? Oh man. Sometimes I just make up goofy things because I'm weird, but that's not something I've ever heard anybody ever say before, so yeah. That was just like the most wacky off-the-wall thing. I don't even know where that came from. Badingle. Oh, gosh. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. That's alright. Badingle, badangle. Crystal says, is the new LVM the top one in your book, Melon? I'm going to tell you what, in my opinion, it's one of the better cars in the game. I don't know if he's going to say it's one of the most best assist cars in the game, but it's definitely a good one. I think there are some cars that are probably better than that one, but it's definitely up there. What is that thing? It's a Aston Martin. Oh, that's the Vanquish Zadigo. I always like those little fog lights it has. So we only got a couple more minutes left on the stream, everybody. I'm going to run a really slow one here. William D, thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. I am hungry. That's the other problem I have on Sundays is I'm usually... Maybe that's why I start having a hard time concentrating, because I always get so freaking hungry towards the end of the stream. Or says, hey, do you guys use the cars with the most RP percentage for your map races and daily objectives? Alright, so when I'm just doing the little daily races, I just grab whatever. Whatever is available, I just, you know, it either forces you to use a specific car or I just pick something I like. I mean, honestly, if like the little daily races, it's not really a big deal what you use for the most part. Now, supply cups are a little bit different because on the supply cup, there's usually two things that will help you breeze through that. If your car beats the dyno time or if your car is highly upgraded, it'll usually breeze through the prestige cups. I mean, I'm sorry, the supply cups. But if your car is kind of mediocre upgraded and it's not beating the dyno, then it usually has a little bit of a struggle to pass the supply cups. But for most of the daily stuff, you know, Most of the daily stuff, just grab whatever. It doesn't really matter. Whatever is available, I normally just pick whatever I have upgraded the most, just so I can run fast. Run through it as fast as possible. I don't know if that makes sense, but... Live racing, showdown, and the supply cups, those are the ones where it really matters which car you choose, I think. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, Stacks, thanks for coming out, my friend. Or, you're welcome, you're welcome. I appreciate all you guys coming out. I really do. But normally, I mean, on most cars, once you get up over 1,000 Evo, they're doing pretty good for just kind of whatever. Like, some people will say 1,200 Evo on a car, some people say like 1,300, but normally once you hit at least 1,000 Evo, your car is pretty fast and earning some pretty good points and whatnot, so... That's the way I look at it. Even if it's like a tier 1 or a tier 2 car, if you get one of those rare tier 1 or tier 2 cars that can bust 1,000 Evo, those are nice as well. I forget where I was going with this, but anyways, yeah. All right, Melon, if you want to share us a tune for the Cadillac, that would be awesome. I mean, that's an amazing car, so I think people would appreciate that. I mean, that car has been around for a long time, so I'm guessing a lot of people probably have that car. That thing's a beast. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this will probably be our last race for the day. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. What are you driving? Donna's car? That thing is terrible, actually. Donna's car is awful. Is that Donna's car or is that the other F50? I don't think you can live race Donna's car if you wanted to. I mean, maybe, but I didn't have much luck with that car. When I was trying to find some good setups for Donna's car, I was like, this thing is awful. And I don't remember if I couldn't find a good setup or if it was just unpleasant to drive. There was something I absolutely hated about it. I can't remember why, but man, I did not care for that car at all. Hated it. Hated it. I wish I could remember why, but I hated it. It didn't work so well for me. That's all I can say. It's kind of a shame because it's such a nice looking car. I mean, there's a lot of great looking cars in this game, but unfortunately that doesn't mean they're going to be good either. There's a lot of really good and a lot of really bad cars in the game that look awesome. But it's kind of like few and far between when cars are actually good. Melon says people have no clue how good that Cadillac is. It's definitely one of the better cars in the game, to tell you the truth. I think Melon has that thing set up to eat people. That car will eat people because it's crazy. It's a crazy car. All right, thanks for the races, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Ah, man, I'm trying to debate if I want to go to the grocery store today or tomorrow. I hate having to go to the grocery store. I'll probably go tomorrow. That way I can get there right when it opens, and usually there's not very many people there. probably go tomorrow. All right, guys and gals, thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. Thank you for watching my videos. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for the extra support. Thank you to everybody. I mean, just watching the videos really helps my channel out. So thank you for being here. You guys and gals are amazing. We'll be back next week for a couple more live streams and a bunch more videos. Actually, you know what? I'm not really sure if I think I released a video this morning. I got to make sure it released. If not, I'll set that live after the stream. But I think I did a video on the showdown. I accidentally screwed that one showdown video up. I didn't realize the CSR hub still had the list of old cars, so I messed it up. So I took that one down. But anyways, yeah. From now on, I'll pay a little more attention. A lot of times I wake up at between 3 and 4 in the morning, and the first thing I do is I brew a pot of coffee, and then I sit down and start working on my videos. So sometimes I'm not quite awake yet, and yeah. Anyways, thank you all for coming out. You're all amazing, lightning out. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.